Hi guys, Booksbunny here. So today I have a bit of a unhaul. I never unhaul books, so this is my first ever, I think. I don't think I've ever did an unhaul in all these years, so my shelves are quite full and there's just no space for new books. So there's also a lot of times that I have many copies of a book, so there's also some of that here, and I'll give a tiny synopsis of what the books are about. So let's start. First we have Red Queen. So in this book there are two groups. There are the commoners, that are the Reds, and there's the Silver Elite that rules them all with godlike powers. And our main character is named Mare. Was that it? Yeah, Mare. And she's a Red, and she is working for the Silver Palace, and she just hates them. She absolutely hates them. But she finds out she has powers of her own, and so it moves from there. So the reason for unhauling this one is basically because I already have some prettier editions of it, like the whole collection. I can't remember from where, but it was one of like those boxes. Probably Late Crate maybe? Not sure. So yeah, this is to unhaul. Next we have one of my favorite books, which is The Bear and the Nightingale. I adore these books, but I already have a super pretty... Wait a second. A super prettier edition of it. And I do like this edition, but prefer that one. And I also have a couple copies of the second and third books repeated, but they don't match this one, so this one is a goner. This is set in Russian wilderness, where lives a girl named Vasilisa, and she lives with her father and her siblings, and after her mother passed away. They are very devoted to folklore and tales that her grandmother tells them, and there's one about the Winter King, was it? Something like that. And but when her father marries again, her stepmother is completely against those folklores and those helping the household spirits and everything. So they stop doing that, and everything goes wrong after that. And Vasilisa tries to forget them, but she can't. And she sees everything going down, the crops and everything, so she tries to fix it. So that's what this one is about. I love this book. I totally, highly recommend it. Next we have, okay, 3 books. We have the Legend trilogy, and which is Legend, Prodigy, and Champion. So Legend is, again, this trilogy, I own it in a prettier edition, so I'm getting rid of it. But I really like these books. I really enjoyed it. And one is about what was once the Western United States. It's now the Republic. On the contrary side, we have another group at war with them. So June is our main character. She's from the Republic, and Day is from the slums. And their paths shouldn't cross, but well, they do, and that's where our tale starts. So yeah, also highly recommend them. Next we have Caraval. So again, I have prettier editions of them, And this one is about Scarlett and Della. They are sisters, and they never imagined that they would have the opportunity to go into Caraval, which is kind of a show type of game where you discover things and so you go forward with each find. So, but the problem is when Della is kidnapped by the main person in Caraval, the mastermind legend, Scarlett is the one that has to solve everything or lose her forever. So yeah, Caraval. Next I have a definitely Unhaul. I really didn't like this. I DNF'd it, and yeah, this one is about Jane and her mom. They moved to her mother's childhood home and in Maine, looking for a fresh start. But strange things start happening, and there's this closed room in the house that was supposed to be for storage, but she sees steps there and shadows behind the door. So there's a bit of paranormal in it. It's supposed to be horror. It was... no. Next we have Invictus. Again, not my favorite, but then again, sci-fi is not my favorite genre. So that's that. And Invictus is set in the future. And our main character is training to be officially a time traveler. And but when that doesn't happen, he turns himself into he turns to other opportunities, and they are not all legal. So yeah, there's that. So basically he forms a crew, and he has to steal some artifacts from the past before they get destroyed. So there's this one mission though, where he goes and he meets a girl, and that's where the story goes on. I didn't like it. This one, I didn't even try it. I bought it because, I mean, beautiful cover. It just, probably, I always like covers like this. They are a bit colorful, but they also have dark elements. This book, our main character is called Marguerite Kane. And her parents are especially known for the groundbreaking invention that is Firebird. And Firebird permits you to jump into multiple universes. And one day her father is murdered, and the killer might be his assistant, Paul. And Margaret goes into multiple universes to try to search for justice, and like in each universe you see a different personality of your own. It's supposed to be really interesting, but I don't think I was interested at the time I bought it, but since I never got to it, I don't think I will ever read it, so I'll just get rid of it. Next we have The Last Wish. So this one, I have a prettier copy of it again, so I decided to give this one away. I'm not a big fan of these covers, so I decided to give it away. These are short stories. It's the 0.5 book in the series, and this is about Gerald Witcher, who is a brilliant assassin and fighter. His targets though, it's the vile fiends that ravage the land and attack innocents. But not everything is how it seems, and evil might not be totally evil, and good might not be good at all. So this is that. Another one, this one came in a box. I did not buy it. Well, I bought it, but I didn't choose it. and I didn't really enjoy it. Well, I didn't even give it a chance. I read the first chapter and I wasn't hooked, so I stopped, and I think I'm unhauling it. So Shielded is about the kingdom ravaged by war, and the princess Jenna might be the key to saving not only the closest to her, but the kingdom itself. And if she reveals the secret, it could destroy her. So, yeah. And this one hurts, but I'm gonna part with it, which is Daughter of Smoke and Bone trilogy. I have beautiful editions of this. I used to collect them a bit, but I don't need them, honestly, so maybe someone would prefer to have them other than me. So, okay. So, this one is set in Prague, but not the Prague that we know. A different Prague. And where monsters live among humans, but in secret. So Caro is our main character, and she lives in both worlds, and she just doesn't seem to fit in any of them particularly. Around the world, strange things start happening, and like black handprints in doorways, for example. And one day Akiva and her see each other, and everything changes from there. I also really like her best friend, Susanna, I believe. Let me check. Doesn't say, but I think it's Susanna or Suzanne. So yeah, I love this series. It's probably one of my favorites, but I don't need another edition, and plus I don't like that one is red and the other two are black. No. I don't like it. So next, I'm also gonna unhaul Digital Fortress. I know absolutely nothing about it, and first, I don't like mass paperbacks, and second, I'm never gonna read it, so might as well unhaul it. And lastly, number 37 of Yona of the Dawn, because I was sent this by mistake. So yeah, I already own it, so I don't have anything to do with it. So yeah. Yeah, that's my unhaul for today. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you have another opinion and think I should give another chance to any of this, just comment below and please subscribe. It would really help me, and if you like my content, it's just gonna appear in your feed and you can enjoy it. So, bye!